Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my, just a little bit late, but it's just one of those days where you have just a slight delay in one thing and it rolls into another to make it a bit later. Look, I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading, and it's a beautiful normal day. It's cloudy. It's got a little bit of blue sky that I can see. Weather report is lovely. Um, the calmness in the trees, as I was trying to show you just a moment ago. Let me just go. Oh, no, look, I won't worry about it. But compared to the wind we've had, oh, it's lovely, it's bliss. I love the rain, but it's so nice to have the calm as well. And a beautiful day ahead. So here we go. Good morning, Ros Gurley, and all around the globe. A good afternoon or a good evening. Hi, Fiona. Lovely to have you popping in. You're first into the chats, so thank you. Now, let's go across to the cards. I might just pop up the website for those as a reminder at the start, and I'll probably pop it up at the end as well, so you can get your private readings there. Here we go. Oh, whoops, not quite straight. Oh, that's a bit of a... I forgot to do that check, didn't I? We've got the Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. Lovely artwork. We start in the centre, and it's 23, the mice, with 7 of clubs there as our theme for the day. It is card 11, the Birch Bremen Whip, with Jack of clubs as our home space area. The energy's there, and I think it was there yesterday. Can't quite remember. I don't have it off the top of my head, and I forgot to take a photo of it yesterday, so there you go. I ran out of time. In our workspace, we've got card 27, the letter, with the 7 of spades. So we've got the 2 sevens, the 2 black sevens here, and that's going to be in the workspace. Okay, or well, it is in the workspace. Not going to be, it is. And here we've got our gorgeous Our Wisdom card, and isn't it beautiful? The triplets of the owls, and it's just with love. Isn't it beautiful? I just love that. Almost every direction that they're looking in, they're not looking in the same direction, and I like that too. Now let's zoom in, and we'll get these cards front and centre. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, this time of morning, I seem to have a bit of time needing to clear the throat, which is interesting. I'm just going to have another salute. I'm going to have another drink of my coffee. Very hard to look at a camera at the same time as having a drink of a liquid. Unless, of course, it's a sippy cup. That might be a bit different. The mice, aren't they gorgeous? I love to see them here. And as our theme for the day, well, probably as far as the original meaning of the Lenormand, it's probably not a good indicator of stuff ahead. Thieves, be wary of that happens in the background and the manipulation and whatnot that we get in our lives at times. But I just see this particular card in the way that Ciro has depicted it as being playful, happy, an abundance that is there. Yeah, sure, they're nibbling at everything in the pantry and playing with the coffee pot and the kettles and whatnot, but they're playing. They're just being in their natural form of just joy, in my view. There's an it puts that sort of emotion in for me as far as joyfulness. Even when I find sometimes that there has been a mouse in my pantry or I see one skittering across the floor, they're so cute. They have their purpose. They try to avoid being seen. They're just being who they are in their natural aspect of mice. Mice are little creatures. They are little mammals. They have their purpose to survive like any of us are. But we are doing more than survival. And I just get the message when I see this that it is sharing what is fun in our lives, sharing the abundance that we have. We don't have to hide in the corners to live a full life. We can still do that if we want to, because most of the time they're in the background, in the dark corners and places and spaces that they're not going to be seen. Well, it's time to bring yourself out in the daylight and play. Have a fun time. That's what I'm getting from the card. It will probably always be that with this particular version, as in Chiro Marchetti's version. Some of the others have it look a bit more dank and, nasty, but I just can't see that in this card. So, playfulness is the name of the game today. Okay, even though it looks like the theme is going to be a bit of work. So, morning, lovely and all. I hope you have a wonderful day from Michaela. Thank you so much for that wonderful message and blessing, actually. So, thank you. And Fiona has got the numbers up for the day. Our numerology day is a 6, and we have all the numbers, the cards being a 5 with the 23, 7, 11, 11, 27, and 7. Oh, excuse me. So look, that in itself with the day number, if you add up the day number and the cards numbers, it's an 11. So angelic intervention or angelic observation, their help in whatever ways, bring the angels into your day as well. Okay. Now, as we're at our birch broom and whip, we're still cleaning out. So in the home space, we're getting action happening. The broom is still sweeping through, so feel that energy flow. Recognize those aspects of it that are meant to be dealt with, and recognize those parts of, and probably more along the emotional line, that is our emotions, feelings, the inner self, as to what can actually be completed. It is done with. You don't have to deal with it anymore. It is just being swept out the door into the dust, return to dust, and all that sort of stuff. So that what we're getting is that is needing to be finished up with in a longer term way. Keep working on it with the whip, okay? And it's not to do the chastisement or anything like that we sometimes associate the whip with. This is just that sound of action and getting things moving still, keeping that flow happening, because it's not the first time we've had this week, okay? And in the home space. Keep in mind it's the 11 card too, so maybe that's where we need to be putting our angelic energy into action more succinctly, okay? And we'll go across to our work card. Just check the comments, and there's no further ones. So card 27 with a letter, it's personalised. It is sealed, so it's important. This one, because it's written by hand and it's with the quill and the feather quill and all that feels old-fashioned. Especially paper letters these days, handwritten letters even more so. Maybe it is time for you to spend a little bit of time on a personal communication with someone in your office, in your workspace, someone that you need to, develop a connected relationship with, or you already are in that connected relationship. Or it could be a very, very important contract to be on the more practical level of what is happening in your workspace. So give this some time and thought as you're communicating, because a letter is a communication. It's letting us know that we do need to send written form of something to a destination, or we are receiving one. So have that openness around what you are receiving. Receive it in the right mind and heart as you are reading it as well. Because sometimes, because we're not able to talk to each other and see the body language and full communication of how we want to be received, it can be an opening of misunderstanding as well. So don't automatically take the devil part, the devilish part of what might be indicated in the letter. Take the fun part, and that's flowing with positivity. Shift perception if you need to, and put yourself in the other foot of the writer. Shoes? Foot. Shoes. You know what I mean. So I'm seeing look at all the aspects of how this communication is coming to you or how you are sending it to another. Okay? And be mindful of that. But it is certainly some action happening today, but it's got that wonderful thread of fun coming in as this one's swinging on its last thread. Thread of fun coming in, but also, yeah, have the bit of awareness of being a little wary of what the agenda or the, the what's behind the scenes. Okay? And get things moving. Right, so we need to keep the flow going and get things moving to action, what is needed, whatever form of communication, because we've got so much more than the paper, the paper and ink these days. These days. Good morning, Keza. Morning, Roz, and all. Lovely to see you here, Keza. And Keza saying thanks to Fiona for the numbers. So that's lovely, thank you. It's wonderful to have those acknowledgements for each other, isn't it? And the gorgeous emojis. Thank you so much, Michaela. And Fiona saying good morning to Keza as well, and thank you. So I'll leave it there. I've got a full day. Have you got things that you're doing today that are special, that are mundane, that are just being you? Make it a little bit more special by treating yourself to something you really enjoy, even if it's just for the 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or make it the whole day. Whatever is needing you, whatever you are needing, bless it with those intentions behind it, that you deserve it, that you are living a full life, and with the fun and exploring like the mice do. And yes, keeping some action going. The crack in the whip could be for something very much fun as well. You know those competitions at fairgrounds? Go to a fair, find one. And Kez is saying thank you and have an amazing day. So whatever it is, thank you, Keza, and whatever it is that you are going to choose to be doing today, be the best you can be at whatever, with that full heart, and the blessings to those around you as you move through your day. Thank you. And Fiona has just put up, thank you, Ros Gurley, and all, a fantastical day. I know what you mean. Good afternoon and good day. And the Ashe. Thank you. Whoops, sorry. I went and clicked that twice. Thank you, Fiona. And on that note, namaste.